Hi there, Steve Kaufman here. Today I'm going to talk about Google Translate. Before I do, just a reminder, if you enjoy my videos about language learning, please subscribe. And one other point with regard to transcripts, because we don't provide the full transcript here nor subtitles, but we do have a course at link where all of these videos are available, the video, the transcript, and the sound, and that is for those of you who use these videos to improve your English. Google Translate. I hear all the time, Google Translate is no good, it's not accurate, it's this and that. I think Google Translate is a tremendous resource for language learners, not only for language learners, because if I get a text in a language that I don't understand, then I can quickly put it into Google Translate and get a sense of what the meaning is, something in Finnish or in Hungarian or whatever it might be. It's not 100% and it's better for some languages than others, but I find it extremely useful. Second of all, Google Translate is an excellent dictionary. It normally gives you a lot of information about the word, some synonyms, the pronunciation, text-to-speech. So it's a very good dictionary and quite accurate. This depends on the language. It doesn't work as well in Korean, let's say, as in German or Russian. But by and large, it's a very good dictionary. And not only does it do words, it does phrases. And that's very useful because often if I'm working at Link and I look up some individual words and I don't have a good sense of the meaning of these words in combination, I can highlight the phrase, put it into Google Translate, which is done, we're connected to it, and I can see the meaning. Not only that, you can also work the other way with phrases. So that if I wanted to say, like, how do you say, as a test, I tried, in other words, there's a phrase. How do we say that in Czech? There it is, innymi slovy. So you can very quickly, if you want to improve your language level by having some handy phrases like in other words or in my opinion or by the way, then you just put it into Google Translate and you get that phrase. So that's its function as a dictionary. It also helps me when I have to write in a language which uses an alphabet other than the Latin alphabet. So for me to write in Russian, I can do it, but it's much faster for me to simply type quickly in English, translate it into Russian. I can go into the Russian and fix up those parts that are not correct, and voila, my Russian text if I have to comment on a forum or something of that nature. It also ensures that my spelling is correct. Now, it works better for some languages than others. It doesn't work so well for Asian languages, but it works very well for European languages, in my experience. So, and last thing I will say is that I find it very useful sometimes if I want to focus on a particular area of vocabulary, let's say having to do with forestry or something, then I can plunk in a text in English on one side at Google Translate, translate it into Russian or Chinese or whatever language, and then I can import that into Link and I study saving words and phrases. Now, overall, the text that Google Translate produces is somewhat unnatural and has errors. But in terms of acquiring the vocabulary, I find it tremendously useful. So, to me, Google Translate is not going to replace translators that are required for legal work or for business documents. But it does facilitate people working across different languages. It makes it easier for us to learn languages. And I don't see that it'll replace the need for learning languages. I can't see myself, if I'm in a foreign country, if I'm in China or in Brazil and I want to communicate with locals, I'm not going to do it through some device that translates it back and forth. I want to speak the local language, learn about the culture, learn about the history, and so forth. So Google Translate is a tremendous boon. It's one of the many sort of technological advances that have made language learning so much easier today than it ever was. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.